Alright guys, so this is episode 5 and let's see what we got new. We got the archer. Now the archer is okay, but for the cost it's not as effective as say the arrow wall. So definitely pick up your wind belt, always get your wind belt. Then your slot and spike trap, arrow wall, and then it's really up to you what you get next. I'll pick the archer just to show you what they are. Now here we have a paladin guardian. These are extremely OP when you get them in the later levels, as I showed you in episode 3. I have restarted the levels just so you guys can get an understanding of what I went through when dealing with these waves, rather than just showing you how to do it with the higher end cards or summoning spells that you get. So ideally these are going to be coming from two areas. So you'd normally put your archers on top of the bridges, or you'd put them under the bridges in these alcoves, I guess you could call them. But the thing is, when the monsters come, they will stop and attack your guys and kill them, and the archers are very weak. Now luckily enough, they don't run up these like side stairs and stuff. I mean, if they did, it would be extremely difficult. So there's one paladin guard. Now, what I'm going to be doing is, what I need to do is I need to slow them down. So I'm going to be putting some slowing traps here, and I'm going to be putting some spike traps. Now what I want to do is basically, the best thing to do is when you've got a long corridor and you've got more than one door, you really want to just spam your spike traps and your tar pits. You will find yourself later, because in some of these waves you get kobolds which are extremely fast and they pretty much bypass these, and the other way to effectively kill them is to use your crossbow. So I'm going to press G to release the horde, and you can see in the minimap they're moving extremely fast. So you want to, so you can kind of gauge that they are little kobolds. So I'm going to run up here and grab this coin. I don't really know what the coins are for, but just going to shoot them from a distance, because that's the advantage of using the crossbow. And because I've got the wind belt, once they get past my traps, I will blast them back and basically let them redo. So as you see, they all hit my traps and they all just die, except for this guy because he's imber. So I'm gonna set up some more traps like so. And it's best to put your tar pits in a diagonal pattern, so you can basically reach the entire width of the door, of the path even. So I hope you guys are enjoying this series. I'm enjoying it. It's extremely fun, and this game is pretty awesome, I must admit. If you can help it, try stun them so they all group up, so you get more to get hit by your traps. And as you see, I'm just moving back, letting them hit my traps, because I don't want to be close when they get past. And then I'm dealing with whichever ones I can. Now it looks like there's a certain amount of orcs that can go on one path at a time. So I will basically send them back, and they will be stunned for a little while. And they will get hit by the traps when they reset. So as you can see, using the wind belt is extremely powerful. And even if they are set back, I can still kill them with my crossbow. Even though the wind belt doesn't really do any damage, the fact that it knocks them back and you basically get them to use your traps twice is pretty decent. So I'm gonna go for one arrow wall there. Now this is where you've got to be careful, because there's kobolds coming around corner, but there's also these guys. Always deal with the kobolds first, because they die in one hit, but they're extremely fast. And your guardian can't catch them, the paladin guardian. So you just make sure you actually kill them, because they will get past. Now, if you look on the minimap, you see greens and reds. Now, the greens represent where they're coming from, and the red represents like how they're getting past, where they're mainly going to be. And it's same for the yellows. From that's my understanding. So I got 3,000 points. I want to get another arrow wall up, and I want to get some more of these. I want to put 2 in here because this is where they're going to be coming from. And let's see. Actually, let me sell this, and let me run up over here, I believe it is. Yeah, and let me put down 2 archers here. Now, they're not particularly strong. Excuse me. They're not particularly strong, but they do help in some situations. But the downside is these arrow people will actually shoot your guys. They'll stop and shoot them, so just be extremely careful about that, because they are weak until, again, you get the Weaver and you upgrade them. So I want to stun these, just so a lot of them basically go over my traps instead of just a few. And now I'll know a lot of them, these are going to get past. So I'm just going to wind blast them all the way back. I've got enough for 1 more. And all my traps have reset, and I will just continue. And by the time they get to me again, all my traps will have reset and my bar will have reset. So again, I just send them back. And this is why the wind belt is extremely powerful. Of course, when you get the better cards and stuff, your gameplay will change. So I'm going to be putting a few more archers down. I'm going to put 3 there, just to show you guys what they're capable of. Again, once you get the Weaver, they gain fire arrow, which is extremely better. Now, the kobolds are coming around the corners. And you see, they would basically get killed instantly, which is always nice. So I'm going to run around this corner and just try to take out as many as I can. And try get the arrow guys first, because they're the only ones that can really deal damage to you. So I want to move back and wait for them to come round. And they're pretty much dead. I don't really know how their health is decided and how much damage certain traps do. But some tend to die instantly, and some tend to be a bit harder. I mean, the orcs are extremely difficult to kill, and that's when you need your crossbow stun to actually kill them. Otherwise, you have to wait until you get like the ice pendant, which is extremely good for killing them, so is the fire one. So as you see, the archers are extremely good for killing the kobolds. The guardians are good for killing the ogres. But as you see, they stop and just shoot your guys straight away. Let's see. I love shooting them back. One of you fans did email me asking to help you with a particular level. Now, there we go. Right, there we go. That was close. That level you asked for help on is about level 7. So I'm gonna go through the levels like 1 to 24, and hopefully you'll get the help you need from that level, if that makes sense. So until next time, guys, until the next episode, and until that person who needs help with that certain level, it'll be in the next episode, basically. Well, not the next episode, but in the future episodes. So I'm trying to say. Oh my god, I'm so confused. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next episode, which will be episode 6, I believe. So I'll see you then. Peace.